Well, good morning, beautiful, and welcome to A Little Bit of Makeup and a Whole Lot of Jesus, where we're going to be spending about the next 45 minutes together putting on our makeup and learning a memory verse. So, a little bit of makeup and a whole lot of Jesus. Then we'll have all week to work on that memory verse together. All right, so our foundation verse for this podcast, let me get over to that, is going to be Psalm 119, verse 11. That is, I have hidden your word in my heart that I might not sin against you. And then we are going to look over the verses that we've been working on for the last 2 weeks. So the first one that we had was, let me get over there, from episode 24 was blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, and that's coming from Jeremiah 17:7. And this week, our new verse is going to be pray more, worry less. And that's Matthew 6:34, I believe. Yeah, 6:34. So that is the verse that we're going to be working on this week. I am going to get that scrolling across the bottom of your screen there. There you go. Now, the verse this week is sort of very common sense. Pray more, worry less. If you're praying more, you have less time and less thought power to worry. So it kind of goes together. Makes a lot of sense. All right, so this week we are going to be working on just a simple look. So we're going to focus on, I would say the lashes will be the focal point today. And then we're just going to use 2 eyeshadow colors. So let's see how we can make the most of those 2. So super simple, but very impactful look for today. So you are going to need, now I will warn you, I have a tendency to throw an extra color in there every once in a while, but for starting out, we're going to keep it simple. So you're going to need a light, and then you're going to need a dark. And just because I know me, I'd go ahead and get you a medium set aside, but we should not use that today. All right, so we are going to get ourselves going. That is going to be with the All-Nighter Primer from Urban Decay. And 1 pump of that will do your whole face. We're just going to get that going between the fingers. And any place where sometimes your foundation doesn't stick very well, or you need oil control help, or if you see separation happening, this is what's going to help with that. Fine lines and wrinkles, it's going to help smooth that out. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not going to be like you just had surgery or anything, but it's going to help, definitely. All right, and then we're going to move on to our concealer. We're going to be using the Bye Bye Under Eye. This is by It Cosmetics, and this is in the shade 11 Light Nude. And this is just a tubed concealer, and it just takes a little bit of this. Little of this goes a long way. There you go. We're going to put that concealer where we want to conceal things. For me, that's going to be darkness under the eye. I got some redness going on here. I got darkness in there. A little here, there, and everywhere. Oh, good morning. I see some of you joining me. Let me see if I can get the chat thing turned over there. There you go. So now if you say something, I'll be able to see it. I'm telling you though, I'm not going to be able to text you back, but I will answer your question while we're live here. All right, so we're going to put that there. We're going to let that set for just a minute. And always have that tissue in my lap ready to do whatever we need it to do. We're going to be using our beauty blender today, and this is damp. So make sure you get that thing damp so it can function the way that it should. Not all beauty blenders need to be dampened, but this particular one by Beauty Blender does perform better when it is damp. All right, now that we got that concealer kind of warmed up a little bit, now we're going to blend that out. We're using that kind of like a primer on our eyelid there, and to just even out that tone before we put the shadow on. Getting rid of some of that redness I got happening here. And the pointy tip is just wonderful for concealer. All right. And now we are going to, oh, let me actually put my cap on that. Oh, for shame. We're going to be using the Lancome Tinted Oil. This is in the shade 215 Buff Neutral. If you do not love the shade of your foundation, swing by my store. We will get your shade matched. It may be that it takes a couple of different foundations to find a shade that's absolutely perfect for you, unless you want to mix. So swing by, we'll see what we can do, and we will find something you will love that will work great with your skin type. So this I love because it has a pump on the top. That means we can control how much product we are putting on the end of our beauty blender. So we're just going to use a partial pump, about that much, for each different section of our face that we are working on. We're going to start in the center here. And we're just going to work our way down. Yeah, not so much a swiping motion as kind of a tapping, blurring. Good, great question, great question. All right, so we're going to use another partial. And that's going to be our cheek over on this side here. For me, it's the right side, depending on. Doesn't really matter what order you do it in. Just start somewhere. Now we're going to do another little partial pump. Get the other side. And we are blending that down here. Sometimes I do use a partial pump for the neck area, but for whatever reason today I got enough to spread around. So there you go. All right, another partial pump. And we're going to lift our bang. There we go. Once you have got your foundation all on there, we're going to set that Beauty Blender aside. We're going to pick up our Lancome Long Time No Shine. This is our setting powder. And this has a lovely, nice puff inside of it. I had a little bit of powder already sitting in the reservoir, so I didn't need to tap it upside down just yet. We're just going to tap that gently around that eye area. Now we're going to need to tap it upside down. All right. Work over to the cheek. And this you're kind of just pressing into the foundation. Our bang is already lifted. Thank goodness. You can use a headband or something if you'd like to keep your hair back. My hair's like a little long for short, but short for long. It's just in that irritating phase. It's at this point I'm going to have to decide what to do with it. All right, once we have got that foundation all set, we are going to move to our contouring. There is evidently something fun blowing around in the breeze today. So there we go. We're going to grab our double-ended brush here. This is from It Cosmetics. This is actually a foundation brush, but no worries, works great for contour. We're going to use this end here, minus the cat hair. We're going to use this end here for the bronzer, and then we're going to use this end here for the highlighter. So we're going to start out with the NARS. This is the Laguna 2. There you go. Super pretty shade. All right. Using the flat end of the brush here, we're going to go just above where that jawbone is. Still using the flat end. Gonna go right up into that hairline, just give a little contour. Now we're gonna use the straight edge, and we're gonna go under the jawbone here. That's going to give us a little additional recess there. And we're still going to use the side of that and go alongside the nose with that. Chisel that just a little bit. All right. Now we're going to switch over to our highlighter, which is going to be the MAC. This is the Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Double Gleam. Super pretty, slightly sparkly, but not too sparkly highlighter. And using the fluffy end of that, we're going to pick some of that highlighter up and get that right on the top of that cheek there. And then down the center of the face. Making sure that we especially hit that Cupid's bow right there. And now we're going to switch to our blush. That is going to be our Juvia's Place. This is the Blush Volume 4. I know we usually use that top one, but today we're going to be using the bottom one, the lighter one. Little bit of color, not too much color. All right, so we're just going to tap in that just a little bit and go right between where that bronzer and the highlighter were. You can see that just gives like a tiny kiss of color. Nice. All right, super easy. We are done with the contouring. Now let's take a look at our lips. So today we're going to be using the Morphe by Naeem. This is the Lavender Haze. And then our lipstick is going to be the MAC Flat Out Fabulous, and that is in the Retro Matte. So we're going to start out with that lip liner. Looks like it needs just a tidge of a sharpen. Want it about that sharp. And we are going to line the outside edge of those lips going right on that lip line. There you go. Take a look back. See if you like that line. Now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to come just inside that line with a little bit lighter of a pressure. And then just blend it out a little bit by smooching your lips together. Nice. All right, so that's going to do two things for you. First thing is that lip liner being applied to more of the lip than just the outside edge is going to help your lipstick to wear a little bit better. And then the second thing is it's going to keep you from getting that line look, as that's not really a popular thing right now. But don't worry, if you like that look, it'll come back around. And if you like that look, do it. All right, so flat out fabulous. There we go. So now let's transition over to our 2-color eyeshadow. I know this is gonna like blow y'all's mind because I'm just not a 2-shadow color girl, but I thought I'd make it a little simple on ya. All right, we're gonna be using the Culture palette today. That is from Juvia's Place. And in this palette, we're gonna be living in this shade right here. This one is called Effique. And we're gonna start out by putting Effique over the whole eyeshadow lid. So we are going to grab our all over eyeshadow brush, otherwise known as a concealer brush from It Cosmetics. A brush is a brush though, do what you want to with it. All right, so we're just going to brush both sides of that brush into the shadow, and then we're going to color the entire lid with this color. Nice. Same thing on the other side. Make sure you get all the way to the outside corner. All right. We are going to grab a eyeshadow brush. This is a MAC. I cannot see the color anymore, but it looks like this right here. So just a general purpose eyeshadow brush. We are going to grab our Urban Decay. It's in the old school packaging, but no worries. It's now a clear square. Same. This is in the color Blackout. It's just a really nice, pretty black. We're going to take this eyeshadow brush and we're going to just take the tip and tap it in there so we get some color loaded on there. You're going to start out in the outside corner and go just above, right on that ridge where that bone is right there. That's where you're going to live today. Nice. And then I'm going to take that color and we're going to bring it in just a little bit over here on the bottom edge. Same thing on the other side. Now I kind of like a actually, let's take sometimes that blackout does leave you a little fallout. You want to make sure you get that off. There we go. All right, so we're going to take our liner brush. I'm not going to be lining with it at this moment, but we're going to take that liner brush, just get it in the shadow like that, and we're just going to define up this line right here. There you go. Just clean it up a little bit. And then we're going to take our smudger. Actually, let's blend out the top part first. So we're going to go back to our all over shadow brush. Looks like actually we're going to need a little more shadow right there. Okay, there you go. Now we're going to take our Oliver shadow brush. Just tap the tip into the shadow and we're just going to blend that out. And now that means is you're just going to kind of go over it in an upward motion and get that color mixed in with that upper part of the shadow. Getting rid of all harsh lines. There you go. Now we're going to do our liner. So today I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place. This is, what is this one called? The Nubian eyeliner, and this is in Kajal. And I forgot the tip of this. Frustration of mechanical liners. Love them because you don't have to sharpen them, but irritating if the thingy breaks off at the end. No worries, it'll fall off in the lid. Just catch it and put it back. Okay, here we go. We're gonna line that upper lid about 3/4 of the way across. And then the bottom about halfway. Okay. Now we're going to go back to the eyeliner brush that we have. And we're going to drag this end through the eyeshadow. And we're going to go over that liner with that. Just make a nice soft line. And then we're going to work it up around the corner, outside corner here. Make sure we've got that nice and intense. I do feel like it just needs a little of color. Let's do this. We're gonna grab just a little flat paddle eyeshadow brush. We're gonna go into Kobo, which is kind of a pink color, and we're just gonna put it right there. Oh yeah. Still simple, but effective. Yeah, I like that. And then we're gonna grab our brush and catch any fallout. And now oh, you know what we did? We bypassed our Bible verse. Shame on me. So let's look at the verse that we have for this week. Scrolling across your bottom of your screen. Pray more, worry less. Matthew 6:34. Hold on, when I put makeup on, I can't wear my glasses, so I can't see. That is true. Matthew 6:34. There we go. Pray more, worry less. Matthew 6:34. Woo woo. See, this one's going to be easy this week. You're going to like the image of this too. I don't think I showed you that yet. The image of this this week is just a nice little field of flowers with a little bird. Super sweet. Well, a couple of birds. I think you'll enjoy that one. It'll take you a little bit of time because it's a little more detailed, I think, than you think it is. But it's going to be totally fun. So let's go down to our liquid eyeliner now. We are going to be using the Too Faced Better Than Sex. This is the Easy Glide Waterproof liquid eyeliner in black. They do actually have it in a brown now. So we're going to start at the outside corner. And you're just going to line a nice thin line right along that lash line. Now today we're going to be doing lashes, but they go on the underside. So we don't need to so much worry about like filling any gaps in. Guess I didn't start on the outside that time. Well, just get it done. Make sure you got both sides pretty even. Alrighty. And now let's switch to our brows. Because I have green hair at the moment, I am going to be using the NYX Epic Eyewear eyeliner, and this is in the shade Emerald Cut. And you want to make sure that you got a pretty good, whatever eye pencil it is that you're using, make sure you got a pretty good sharpened tip on there, or else you'll end up with a little bigger brow than you think. And then if you're using like a brow pomade or, like a brow mascara kind of thing, you follow the directions of that. If you need any help with your brows, come see my girl Olivia. She will get your brows shaped. She'll show you how to use brow products so that you can get the best brow look possible. Whether you got good brow hair or don't have good brow hair, she's got products there and benefit that can help you out. All right, other side now. There you go. Make sure you've got your brows. Looks like this one's a little skinnier than that one. So let's play the widening game. Looks like they're finishing about the same point. All right. And then whatever product it is that you use, make sure that you go back over that with a spoolie. So you get all your hairs blended in. All that's all nice and distributed. There you go. We're going to go back to our all over eyeshadow brush, dust off the little bit of mixing that you had in there, hit the tip in that shadow, and let's just clean up the underside, make sure we've got that all good to go. Very nice. All right, now we need to add some mascara. So today I am going to be using the brand new mascara from Benefit. This is the Fan Fest. So super love this mascara. Let me tell you why. First off, it goes on very smooth and creamy, but it's not goopy. It also does three things fabulously. It lengthens, it gives you volume, and it also curls. So plus I'm just a sucker for a curved mascara brush. So we're going to start out with our Tarte eyelash curler. And while we're doing that, we are going to say our verse. So let me actually scroll down just a little bit. So I think it was 634. Yes. Okay. So lash curler. We're going to get that over our eyelashes. You're going to give a couple of test squeeze before you actually squeeze down. Once you squeeze down all the way, you do not want this to pinch your eyelid. If you feel any pinching at all, release the pressure, scooch it out just a little bit, try it again. No pinching. All right, so we're going to say the verse twice because it's kind of short, so get that lash curler ready. Okay, here we go. You ready? Pray more, worry less. Matthew 6:34. Do that one more time. Pray more, worry less. Matthew 6:34. Okay, release, go over to the other side. Same thing, find that sweet spot where you're not pinching anything. Okay, ready and go. Pray more, worry less. Matthew 6:34. One more time. Pray more, worry less. Matthew 6:34. Okay, spectacular. Now our lashes are ready to have mascara put upon them. Here we go. So no matter what shape your wand is, no matter what mascara you're using, we're going to brush the front and we're going to brush the back side of those tips. You're going to use the other side of that brush to deliver the other product that's on that wand. For today, I think we're only going to need one coat because I am going to be putting some little false lash tabs on. All right. I'm going to dab the allergy eye watering that is happening, and then we can do the mascara on this side. Alrighty, here we go. This eye is always so hard because I'm a righty. I saw the other day was National Left-Handers Day. Did y'all have fun that day? Anybody a lefty on here? I've got two people. I think it's just my brother and my mom that are lefties. All right. And so, like I said, because I'm going to be using tabs, I'm not going to put mascara on, second coat on. So we're just going to go straight to those bottom lashes. Oh, I don't know if I can do it that way. Let me try it this way. There we go, much better. And you can kind of use the bottom side. Whoop, you can kind of use the bottom side of that to catch the underside of the tips on your lower lashes. Kudos to you ambidextrous people who don't have trouble getting both sides of your face. When I was a kid, you used to hear a lot about that. You don't really hear so much about that anymore. All right. So I know last week we tried these little tabs, and we're going to do that again because I thought they were absolutely fabulous. This is the Kiss Impress. This is in the length of Spiky. It is a lash extensions look. You definitely need this little tool that comes in the package. I was just trying to touch up and I used another lash tool, and it really does matter. Another lash tool is going to stick to this, so make sure you save the tool. These are kind of a use them, throw them away sort of thing. Okay, let me tell you something else I learned about these. When you pull these out of the package, there is always this little gooby thing. Can you see that right there? So get that little thing off, because my original thought with that was that it was going to like smush in and be part of the adhesive experience with these lash tips. That is not true. So go ahead and get that off of there. So you're going to get this on, let me actually put it on this side here. I don't know if I can do that. Okay, so we're going to come to the under. I start with the long ones and do 2 on the outside, both sides, and then go to the medium ones and do 2 on the inside. So we're going to go all the way to the outside edge. We're going to get it right up under my lashes right there. You're just going to set it in place, and then you're going to smash it in place. smashing one more time. And you are not smashing that on your skin. You're smashing it onto your lashes. Okay, we're going to grab the next one. That one has a giant gooby thing. Come on, Kiss. I think you could do better than that. Okay, get that hunk off of there. There we go. And now we're going to set that one right next to that one. Right up against that lash line. Just like that. Now we're going to go in and we're going to smash that. Smash that one more time. Looks like this one might need a little help. There we go. Nice. Even if all you did was that, that's really pretty. Okay. Now we're going to grab for the other side. We're going to need 2 of these tabs. Get your little gooby thing off of there. I'm going to go to the outside. Let's see how I can do that. There we go. And then we're going to smash it in place. Okay, that sort of mussed up my ashes a little bit. So let's just get those kind of out there. There we go. Grab the next one. That one, yeah, it does have a little thing. Here we go. And this one's going to go right beside that one. Here we go. Let's get that one smushed down. All right, now we're going to move to the medium length ones. That one's got a pretty good goop thing on it. Okay, going right beside that. Whoa, look at the side of that thing. Woo! Okay, and then this will complete this side. There we go. Nice. Now we're going to get the 2 for the other side. Looks like this one's pretty clean. That's a nice thing. Going to set it right beside that last one we put over here. Right there. And just like the lash curler, when you are clamping this down, you should not be pinching your eyelid. So So if you do it this way with the 2 and 2, you're actually not going to have enough to do a full application. You would only have enough to do 1 and 1 the next time. Well, we'll do it and see what happens. Maybe I should do 3 and 3 then. But I like the way 4 look. All right. Well, let's see, that's a little too far over. Let's do that. There we go. Setting it right beside that one we just put down. There we go. Let's get that one. Nice. Meanwhile, I'm still dripping over here. Sorry to you. Those of you who are allergy sufferers, you know my pain. All right. So now we have done that. Our last thing to do is we are going to set everything that we have done with our Urban Decay D-Slick. This is our setting spray. So tip your head back. Give yourself some sprays of that. Fan that down. Woo! There we go. So we almost did a 2-color eyeshadow. Look, you can see the colors there. There's a beautiful pink, and then we've got the black, and then we've got that just a tidge of the little bit darker pink in there. So super easy look. You could really do this with the 2 colors. I just kind of like that touch pink on there. So this has been a episode of A Little Bit of Makeup and a Whole Lot of Jesus. Thank you so much for spending some time together with me this morning. Come in and check with me on social media throughout the week as we work on the verse together. Or better yet, come in and see me in my store in Midlothian, Texas. So let's review our verses as we head out today. We are celebrating, woo woo! This is episode 25. I know, can you believe it? It has been such a joy to learn so many verses with you. So do you know what that means? That means that in our time hanging out together, we have learned 25 memory verses. So whether you are just jumping in and hanging out with me now, or you've been with me the whole time, either way, any verse that you have learned is better than no verse that you have learned. So let me get over here to, there we go. We're just going to start at the beginning here. So let me get that verse on the screen and then we'll say these together. These are the graphics that come out on social media. Actually, let me get back over here, turn that off. There we go. So here we go. 1 Peter 1, 24 and 25. That is, the grass withers and the flowers fall, but the word of the Lord endures forever. Episode 2, we have I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Philippians 4:13. Episode 3, we had grace is all you need. 2 Corinthians 12:9. Episode 4, we worked on be strong and courageous, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. Woo woo. All right. Then we had the Lord is my strength and my song. That comes from Exodus 15:2. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And that is from Psalm 118:24. Yep. Whoop, whoop. All right. Then we've got the moon and the stars you set in place. And that is Psalm 8:3. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Psalm 34:8. These slides are taking a little bit to transition. And let us not grow weary of doing good, but in due season we will reap if we do not give up. Galatians 6:9. A little bit of Proverbs 31 woman going on here. She is clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs she laughs without fear of the future. Proverbs 31:25. Okay, great is the Lord and most worthy of praise. Psalm 96:4. I have written your name in the palms of my hand. Isaiah 49:16. We have this hope as an anchor for the soul. Hebrews 6:19. There you go. Okay, here we go. Finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is commendable, whatever is lovely, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think on these things. Philippians 4:8. There we go. Slide hasn't changed yet. Kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul. Proverbs 16:24. There we go. Be the light. Matthew 5:16. Then we stayed in Matthew for the next one. The next one's Matthew 5:13. That is, you are the salt of the earth. Set your mind on things above. Colossians 3:2. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Proverbs 3:5. The word of the Lord endures forever. 1 Peter 1:25. That's a reference back to the first episode that we had. Now we're on episode 17. The slide will change. Okay, there we go. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. That comes from Joshua 24:15. And one of my favorite ones coming up next. Under his wings, you will find refuge. Psalm 91:4. I liked this one too because I have birds in my backyard too. Serve one another in love. Galatians 5:13. And last week's verse that we did was, blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord. And that was from Jeremiah 17:7. Let me get back over here. And our verse for, there we go. Our verse for this week is pray more, worry less. And that is coming from Matthew 6:34. So let me give us a blessing out and then we'll pray us out. So, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and give you peace. The Lord be gracious to you. Sorry. The Lord lift his countenance upon you and give you peace. I think I just butchered that verse. But blessing on you this week. That comes from Numbers 6:24-26. So let's pray together before we go. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this time together, for these friends that are hanging out with me online. I pray that you would help us to work diligently to hide your word in our heart, Father, that we would be able to recall these verses at times where we need encouragement or where we need motivation, or that we can recall these verses to encourage and to uplift a friend, Father. I pray that all of these verses will work together to keep our eyes focused on you so that we will not sin against you. I just pray that you would bless us this week as we work on all of this, and bless my friends and give them great health. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. So it has been a joy to hang out with you this week, and a little bit of makeup and a whole lot of Jesus. I look forward to seeing you this week. Better yet, come see me in Midlothian, Texas. Have a great week.